Why did Roger know a hell of a lot more about the truth of the world at the start of his journey than even we as readers know right now? And just how many Joy people have there been throughout history that Oda has been hinting at in the manga this whole time? Luffy's mentor was Shanks, Shanks' mentor was Roger, and Roger's mentor was, well, we don't know. Reason number the first. It has been recently confirmed that Joy Boy 800 years ago wore the straw hat, and it is very likely the same straw hat that we would go on to see grace Luffy's monkey head in the modern day. That hat came from Shanks, which came from Roger, and so Roger must have gotten it from someone else as well. And then reason number the other one, even at the beginning of his journey, Roger knew a hell of a lot more than we do. For example, upon his initial meeting with Silver's Rayleigh, Roger stated that their meeting was fate and that they were going to turn the world upside down together, which is a very specific phrase that was also used as part of Whitebeard's final words. The stories say that a vast treasure awaits on the final island, and the government says don't go there. That only makes the stories about treasure more believable. And let's be clear, Roger is not talking about Lodestar Island here. He's already been there. It's the final island in the New World that's accessible via a log pose. Instead, here Roger is referring to stories that have been told about the islands that would go on to be named Laugh Tale. There's a lot of times in the series where Luffy is subject to what I would call very convenient fate. He tends to meet just the right person at just the right time to help him out of just the right situation that he can't get out of alone, many of which can be directly attributed to his choice of headwear. The straw hat itself isn't necessarily some sort of magical object filled with throbbing willpower of all the people who have worn it, but it is an incredibly strong and very loud signal that the person who is wearing it is someone that you are meant to help. However, Crocus was happy to confine himself because he knew the meaning of the straw hat that Luffy was wearing. The same hat worn by Shanks, the same hat worn by Roger, and by Joy Boy. All of which Crocus would know as he discovered the truth of the world on Laugh Tale. Working out generations isn't a perfect science, but the span of 800 years would give us somewhere around 40 generations, meaning that historically, it seems very likely that including Luffy, Shanks, and Roger, there have been at least 40 people who have inherited the legacy of this hat, with each of them doing what they can to slowly progress the eventual dawn of the world, and each of them inevitably, tragically coming to the realization that they will not see that dawn in their lifetime, but all dying with a sly smile, knowing that it will come to fruition in the future, knowing that if they just hold on, the morning sun will rise. Roger himself inherited will, the flow of time, and the dreams of its people. And if the world can just hold on and keep using each generation to push those dreams, then the morning sun will rise. Luffy goes off on his never-ending journey and achieves the maximum amount of freedom that he has been fighting for this entire time.